Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing here. I've incorporated some sparkly rose gold and with a darker brown on the outer corner. This is just a look that I love to gravitate towards as we're in spring and moving into summer. And I'm using one of my favorite brands of products, and it's ColourPop. And specifically today focusing mostly on their Super Shock shadows. These are a very unique kind of cream to powder formula. I do like to still apply a primer, but you don't have to with these shadows. I've also used one of their face highlighters and a couple of their lip products in the tutorial today. So if you want to see these products in action, see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So I've already applied my foundation, my concealer, my eyebrows, because today I'm using the ColourPop shadows, so I don't have to worry about fallout from powder shadows. So for foundation, in case you're curious, I used a combination of this First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer, Priming Moisturizer, and the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. Really love that combination. The first eyeshadow I'm going to use from ColourPop is this, just a creamy white shadow. It's called Glow. And I'm going to use a synthetic brush, and we're going to use this right up along the brow bone as my highlight shade. Then going in with this color in Play. It is kind of a soft peach color, and I'm going to use a Sedona Lace EB13. This is my favorite brush for the crease with these shadows. It's synthetic and a little bit rounded, so it really applies and blends these shadows really well. And I forgot to mention, I did also start off with a primer. You don't have to use a primer with these, but I always do just to be sure. So I used my favorite Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. As you know, that's my current favorite. All right, next in the crease, just to darken it up a little bit, we're going to use this shade. It's called To a T, and it's just a little, has a little more of a caramely brown tone to it, and I'm going to still use that same brush but keep it a little lower in the crease. And then on a smaller, slightly more precise brush, this is the Sedona Lace EB21, I'm going to take that same shadow under the lower lash line. And connect it, oh, have something else on that brush. Connect it with that shadow we just placed down in the crease. And still using that same little brush, we're going to now go in with the color Mittens. And this is more of a medium to deeper brown. And we're going to put this on the outer corner here and just smudged up a little bit towards the crease. These shadows do apply well with your fingers, but when you're trying to work a little more precisely, I like to use smaller brushes so I can be a little more precise with my application. And then I'm also going to take just a little bit of that also on the outer corner down here. Not taking it in quite as far as we did with the other shade. And then I'm going back with my EB13, that rounded brush with a little more of To a T, and just going to softly blend the edge of that on the outer corner and a little bit around the edge. And these shadows do blend out really well. They're unlike any other cream eyeshadow I've ever used. The Maybelline Color Tattoo shadows, I love those, but those, once those set, you cannot blend them very well. These blend like a dream. Okay, and then now for the fun part, we're going to go on the lid with our fingers, and I'm going to go first in with one of my favorite shades. It's called LaLa, and it's a really beautiful rose gold shade. It's metallic, it doesn't have big sparkly glitter in the shade. I just love it. So when you apply these with your finger, you get very intense, immediate color payoff. And then because these layer really well, I'm going to go over the top of that with a little bit of this shade called Amaze. And this one does have some sparkle in it. So if you don't like sparkle, you can skip this step, but I don't mind a little sparkle every now and then. And I'm just going to concentrate this more on the inner third. And these ones with glitter, you do want to do more of a pressing motion when you apply them, because some of the glitter can fall out if you get a little too aggressive with it. Around the inner corner, I'm going to go back with Glow, the first one we used on our brow bone, and I'm going to, where's my brush? There we go. I'm going to put this on the inner corner just as a base to brighten this up, and then we're going to put it more of a shimmery shadow on top of it. Over that, we're going to add this color Fringe, and it is a gold, a little more of a yellow, cooler tone gold, but it does have some sparkle in it. So I'm going to go with my finger, dab that in the corners. And then just because I want a little more darkness along the lash line, I don't want to use a liner today. I'm going to go in with this color FairFax, and I'm going to use this tiny little brush from Real Techniques. I love this brush. It's a little dirty at the moment because I've used it before, but I'm going to use this right along the outer lash line here. And then you can go back with a little more precise brush and a little more of that to a T and just clean up this outer edge. Normally, you know, I like to wait until I'm totally done with all my makeup before applying mascara, but we're gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes before we move on. I'm gonna use my two favorite mascaras right now. This is the Tightline mascara. I'm gonna go right along the roots of the lashes with this one. And then go over it with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Both of these are travel size versions of these products. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, we need to go in and add some color to the rest of the face. So we're going for the kind of bronzy, summery, glowy look today. So I'm going to start off with a little contouring right in the hollows of the cheeks. I'm going to use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I didn't think this would be deep enough, but if you're fair to light medium skin tone, it can give you a really nice contour. Don't worry, we're going to blend all of this out, but first we're going to apply the areas where we want a little more structure. Now I'm going to go in with a rounded top brush. This is the FB05 from Sedona Lace, and that same bronzer, and just blend along that contour line. On the hairline. And then for just a little more actual glow on the skin, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and a bigger, fluffier brush. This is a Sedona Lace 919. And I'm going to do this a little higher on the cheeks than the contour. Thinking more about where the sun would kiss your face. always take your bronzer down your neck. Now ColourPop does make really great blushes, but I only have one and it's a pretty pink blush. So instead, I'm going to use powder blush. I'm going to use this one from Geek. It's called Infatuation, and it's just a beautiful kind of terracotta color shade. I just love it, especially for spring and summer. And then, if you feel like you've gone a little ham, take your foundation sponge, just kind of go around the edge. And now for highlighter, I do own two from ColourPop. One is, this one is called Smokin' Whistles. I think that's a fun name. It has more of a peachy tint to it. And then I have this other one, which is Wisp, which my wonderful friend bought for me. It was my first one. This has more of a gold tone, so we're going to use this. It's just beautiful and just on my finger. And I'm just going to tap this onto the tops of my cheeks. Bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. And then I didn't add any powder yet to my face, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm using the Too Faced Primed and Poreless for that. You can tell I love this. I've already hit pan on it. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and dust this on my skin. Now, if you are not combination oily, more normal to dry, with that foundation, you could probably get away without setting it. I'm not really sure what I want to do with lips, but we're going to start out with this combo and see where it goes. So I'm going to start off with the Aquarius lip liner from ColourPop. I'm sorry, that's not the Aquarius. That was the Beeper lip liner. And now we're going to go in with Aquarius Satin Lip. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you could go over it with a little gloss, but I've decided I kind of like the more of the satin matte finish on the lips because we've got so much sparkle on the eyes and the cheeks. So, okay, I'm going to finish my hair and we'll be back for the final look. Alright guys, so that wraps up this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it gave you some new ideas of maybe a look that you can create for spring and summer. And if you don't have these ColourPop eyeshadows, you definitely can recreate this look using similar colors in powder eyeshadows that you may already own. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!